the cube. What am I? What am I? Where's everyone? Uh, how's the weather with you guys? It's amazing weather here today. I tell you that much. I tell you that much. Well, let's see. It's the first. I was thinking about this yesterday. Actually, I was thinking about good weather today. I was like, oh man, it's soon gonna be summer, you know, I can feel it. It's coming up closer. In fact, that was like yesterday in the evening. I was like, I think summer's coming soon. What's up, brother?
Tim, how you doing, Tim?
How are you doing, Don Jeffy?
Doing good. Hey, is Lemon in here yet? Just a question.
No.
Oh, that's a shame. So, how you been doing these past few days, weeks? What?
But like I don't know.
There's got to be something interesting that happened, right?
Yeah, but like I don't know. I don't know. I don't really know you. I mean, you've been. I don't know. Like how why do I don't know if I want to talk with you. You know, like I appreciate that you're growing, but I don't feel very. I don't know. I don't feel like opening up to you.
Or what did I do?
It's a mystery.
Well, I'm just trying to make some small talk right now, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but I feel like this the big talk. Maybe we gotta get the big talk out of the way first.
Well, what kind of big talk do you want to have? Like, when I, like, nuke your server, or, like... I thought we moved past that.
Do you think that your transgressions are just like I don't know? Do you think that everything you do just doesn't matter, and then you just move on with your life, and everything's good, and you're just good friends with people?
I mean, I'm just here trying to make a small chat with you, Tim. You know,
I get that.
I wouldn't say we're really friends, but I'm coming in here just to say hello, just to check up on you as one human to another.
Alright. Well, I appreciate that. And no, Lemon is not here anymore.
Oh, well, that's a shame.
What made people What made people even change their mind? What made you change your mind? Because I feel like I'm gonna be wasting my time, and I haven't seen much from you, but I appreciate the conversation. It's just, what makes,
No,
why should I, why should I give you any faith whatsoever? Because all I know is that when given chances, you still fuck shit up. So I'm still thinking, I haven't even seen you succeed yet. It's like, does that make sense to you? It's like, why should I believe anything you say until I have seen anything real? And why should I have a conversation with a guy that I know is gonna hurt me later on? You see, this is the problem you haven't gotten over. It's like, you want to have a small talk, but I don't want to have one.
Okay, well, if we want to be honest, Tim, I mean, there have been times that I've come to you with problems, right? That, like, trying to look out for you. I've done that before. I remember a while back, I got it somewhere. I informed you of a miner that was on this server, right? And
I don't think they're growing. Yeah, I think he's gotta go. Cause I don't know. It's like whatever. never had any minors on the server. So, but nice try. Nice try. Nice to put things together that don't belong together, you know. Children and me, it doesn't belong together, but people always manage to find a way. So I never talk about children. Never talk about small little children and sex and things like this together and all of this. I never talk with children and sex and put these things together. But everybody in front of my face does it. So is it me that has the problem, or is it this guy and other people that continue to do it? It's not funny, right? So it's like... Gotta go, dude. What's the point of having a conversation? What's the point of being in my life? He's never gonna change anything. He's a loser. We have no chat. I have no community, no friends, no potatoes, no nothing. I'm just being attacked every day, and I'm being satanic rituals. I'm in satanic rituals. I'm being MK Ultra. I kind of hate my life because I can't go anywhere. I just want to have an audience that was taken away from me. My reality has been gaslit, and we're still here doing the same thing. The same garbage coming into my life over and over and over again. Why? Can we have somebody talking here? What about more likes? What about actual conversations? Everyone I talk with is a fake person, I swear. It's like people like him makes me want to delete the entire server and delete my entire life, because it's just it's that kind of garbage that just make me feel disgusted. Disgusted with him, disgusted with the world, disgusted with society. Right? Because they whatever. And no one has any comment. I'm disgusted with the chat as well. I'm disgusted that no one gives a shit about anything. That's why the abuse and everything just keeps going on. Because as long as no one cares about wrong or right or anything, or what should have happened and what shouldn't happen, nothing's gonna change. Right? You could put me and children together in an imaginary scenario all the time, but it's never gonna happen. And to do that is... it's disgusting, right? Because why do you continue to put me and children together as if it's a thing? I never talk about children, never talk about sex, never talk about sex with children. I never put children and sex together, ever. I never do it. So how do I get mixed up with children and sex all the time? It's so weird. Please explain this to me. Why do you want to put... why is this a thing? You don't think that's inappropriate? You don't think that, you know, when you put children, sex, and me together in the same picture, and if you keep repeating that over and over again, you don't think that is defamation, libel, slander? You don't think that's, you know, because you know, me, children, and sex don't go together. They don't go together. But if you put these words together, you create something with the people inside their brains. Something that shouldn't happen. And that's his crime. Are you listening? I'll say it again. Don't put me, sex, and children together, because they don't belong together. Hey, I'll say it again. Hey, you piece of shit. You put children, me, and sex together, you're doing something dishonest. You're doing something that you shouldn't do to me. You cast shit at me. So get out of here. Don't put me and children and sex together, because it's disgusting. I don't want to hear it in my ears. Right? You don't want to hear it either. Do you want to hear me, children, and sex together? You don't want to hear that, do you? Please answer. Children and sex, me, all of this. Is this a good idea? You want to put it together? That's what Don Jeffe wants. Apparently, Don Jeffe is a pedophile because he can't get it out of his head. Me and children together, inside his head, living rent-free. So, and I should be pissed, right? And you should be pissed too. Like, are we getting over this soon? Because I'll say it again. Don Jeffe is putting me, sex, and children together. Why? I don't talk about me, children, and sex together, ever. I never talk about me and children and sex together. Never. I do it now. Like, me, children, sex. It doesn't sound very good, does it? So why would he say it in front of my face? In order to embarrass me or something like this? That's a way to make people have a bad reputation. That's not, doesn't show good will. Lies, go fuck yourself. Shouldn't put me and sex and children together. So are we clear now? Because it's a disgusting thing, is it not? So why would you do it? Why would you do it? And you're sitting there. Why would you do it? You do it. It's you. Comes out of your mouth. Comes out of it's inside your brain. So now I'm just approaching you and your piece of shit friend. Why do you keep thinking about me and children and sex and then giggling? It's like it's funny. Why do you want to infect everybody's brain with garbage like that? Go ahead, Lemon. You want to defend your friend. So why is it that you and your friend seem to have something about children and me and sex and putting it all together all the time? I think it's inappropriate. And not inappropriate. I think it's disgusting. But I digress. So explain to me what lives inside your head and Don Jeff's head. Why is it that you have to do that? Why is it that you're transfixed on putting me and sex and children together in order to make... But here's the thing. I never do that. I never talk about children. Let me say it again. I never talk about children on my show. Never talk about... I do talk about sex, but I don't put these two things together. And I usually don't talk about children at all. Okay, you're out. So, and there you just did it again, right? You did it again. So, amazing. Amazing. I just told you, I never talk about children. Now you just... So, but... I wish I could sue you for defamation for that, but... That'll be a long shot, you know. But you deserve prison time for that. So you can stay out of my life then forever. Don't ever come back into my life, because it's not the first time you've done that. And you're a controlled opposition pawn. You're a piece of shit. Imagine if I talked to you like that. Imagine if I put your reputation like that. Imagine if I put you and sex and children together constantly. Hey, Big Lemon, he has a thing for children. I know he talked with children before and it got sexual. Big Lemon is into children. He keeps thinking about children and sex. Big Lemon and him and children and sex and him and Don Jeffe, they're pedophiles. Big Lemon and Don Jeffe, they're pedophiles. Sorry, but it's true. You know, they put the children and sex together all the time. They keep thinking about children and sex. So Big Lemon and Don Jeffe, you've been called out. Can you stop thinking about children and sex, because it's disgusting. You're adult, grown men, right? Both you, Big Lemon, and Don Jeffe, you're both adults. So why is it that you have a need to think about children and sex when you're adults? I think it's disgusting. Yeah, exactly, sickos, because it comes out of your mouth. It's inside your brain. And then you put it on me, and so I'm just regurgitating and realizing that what you're putting on the table is me in a picture with children and sex, and you just did it again. You just confirmed what I just said, right? Because I said it so clearly. I don't talk about children for a reason. For this very reason, I don't want to look like that. And here you come for no reason, and you put it together, right? Yeah, disgusting sickos. So I don't give a shit about what they say. You heard him say it in the call, right, Rahu? You heard him say it immediately. What did he want to go to? Was I talking about children? Was I talking about sex? Was I talking about anything like that? Who was it? You saw it. Rahu, you are with Rahu as my witness. Did you see Don Jeffe? Exactly. And Lemon, what did Lemon do when he came here? Yeah. So but there's a repetition, and that's how you try to brain damage people. That's how you try to be filthy, and these people are disgusting and filthy. Let's just be real. They're the creeps. I don't give a shit what you say. You're the one putting these words onto me. So you can have these words yourself. It's inside your brain living rent-free, you motherfuckers. Stop thinking about children, you fucking sickos. Freaks. And I don't want to talk with them ever again. And they can stay with the monkey because they're disgusting people. Because it's not the only thing that they do. It's not the only thing that they do. They also harass people, and they're sadistic and they're evil, right? We've seen them before. They harm and hurt people, right? So they harm and hurt families, and they will hurt victims, and then they will rape people and think about it in fantasies and put people, and they think it's almighty funny. Defamation, libel, slander, all of it, the whole fucking 9-yard, you know. It's all funny. Until they get a defamation claim, or until they go to prison, or until it's them, or until they get caught with the fucking whatever they're doing with their shitty life. Right. Here's the facts about me, though. I've had a camera spotlight on me every day for 10 years, or for an eternity. You can't put a spot on me. You can't. For the entire time Rahu has known me. Have you seen me make any mistakes? Any whatsoever? Compare to anybody else. Look at everybody. Look at Don Jeffe. Made plenty of mistakes. Stumbles through life. Don Jeffe. Fucking piece of shit. Monkey. Sadistic and evil. Right? You cannot say any of these things about me. You cannot say that I go around and act sadistic on people. Yeah. I try to breathe. And if that's it's like... I don't know what to say. They're disgusting people, and they're worse than me, and so they have nothing to say. And when they start talking about children and things like that, it gets more disgusting. And so I just want you to open your eyes to it and understand that maybe Big Lemon and Don Jeffe, maybe they are pedophiles. Like, maybe they think about children, because why is it that they have to include children in everything? Yeah. Why is it that they keep including children and sex and giggling about it? It's messed up. So I want you to open your eyes to that. Maybe you can point it out to them. Say, hey, it doesn't belong. Why you put children and sex into conversation? That's their injection. You could ask them about it. Start asking them about it. Start asking Don Jeffe, why do you want to put children and sex into a conversation? It's a real good question. Don Jeffe, if you're out there, why do you want to put children and sex into a conversation? I know we're having the conversation now, but I just want to confront you with it and say, why is it that you want to do that? Where does that come from inside your brain? You want to talk about children and sex and me and children and sex? It's a weird topic to always circle back to. Yeah, exactly. They put it together all the time. And so I'm just addressing it. I say, I don't want to sit and hear that. My ears are not made for that. Because people's eyes and people's perception is not made for that either. And he knows exactly what he's doing. And so I just want to point out that he knows exactly what he's doing. Let me point that out again. He knows what he's doing. Now reflect on that. And then you understand, maybe it's actually him that's actually sick because it didn't come out of my brain. It came out of his. Then it hit his tongue. Then he was thinking about it. Then he's like, hey, children and sex and Tim Dooley. Like, what is that? It's like, okay, well, if it works, it works. Except we've seen it 1,000 times before. Where's the proof? I don't have a criminal record. I don't have a criminal record. I'm on camera every day for 10 years. These are the facts. That's the facts. And so it's embarrassing to sit and say, of course. Nobody wants to sit and defend themselves like that. But these people sit and make you defend yourself like that. But what is there to defend? I haven't moved them an inch. Yeah. Every hour of my day is recorded. Just to make sure that I can show people. Just to make sure that I can prove what my worth is, because I don't want to go down in history that way. And so I'm actually here to recover my reputation, not to have these people repeat, the things from the past. Because if they do that, then they need to go to prison. Because then we know already what the problem is. But the problem isn't that I am anything bad. The problem is that these people are actually the real pedophiles. I'm not even kidding you. Look at what's inside their brain and comes out of the tongue. Children and sex on children. And so you ask yourself, what lives inside his head when it comes out of his fucking tongue and his mouth? Ask yourself. Have you seen any children? Have you heard me talk about it? Yeah, have you? So what lives inside his brain and what lives inside my brain? Case closed. Whatever. Right, anyways, out of this, I hate these people. Disgusting. Creeps. So, but we can continue, and they can continue falling down a ladder until they hit the rock bottom. These people, dude, because they're not done falling yet. They're not done falling yet. Check Don Jeff's PC, maybe. If FBI is out there, check Don Jeff's PC on his home address. You never know what's on it. I would be. So, but I think that Don Jeff thinks about children and sex all the time, and I think that he can't really stop himself from doing it, and that's the problem with Don Jeff. That's why he's a sicko. But I might be wrong, you know. I don't know if Don Jeffe is a pedophile or not. I think he's a pedophile. He talks about sex and children all the time. Don Jeffe, everybody, there's a guy Don Jeffe. He can't stop thinking about children. Don Jeffe, allegedly, Don Jeffe cannot stop thinking about children. He was also the guy that was torturing animals, by the way. Don Jeffe, he was torturing animals earlier. He was a real psychopath. So when he was a child, he was torturing animals, and now turns out he's thinking about. Don Jeffe is likely, probably, maybe thinking about children and doing things to them. So Don Jeffe is a real sicko, right? It's likely. It's inside his brain. It's children, right? So Don Jeffe, you watch out, boy. I think the internet is looking for you, boy. You know, I would watch over my shoulder if I was Don Jeffe. We also have your picture, boy. So we could just release his ducks again. Yeah, of course we can. But I don't know where it's on my computer right now. It's somewhere. I was just looking for it. It's not called Don Jeffe, so I'll have to look somewhere. I don't know. It's somewhere. Could be anywhere on my computer. So maybe we can't. I don't know. I also got a picture of Robosan, by the way. As far as I understand. Great news, everybody. It looks like we have a picture, but it's only according to Sammy, so I don't know how that's gonna go. So, a couple of news, but I don't know. Cappy is coming to the garden, according to rumors. More rumors are saying that, yeah, um, she's claiming that we have RoboSense docs. So I don't know. Maybe they are trolling Sammy or something. Maybe she has bad intel. We don't know exactly. So, but there's some intel, and Sammy is getting things. But I don't know. I don't know. And also, it doesn't really matter. But we potentially have RoboSense docs. I don't know if it's the right one or not. If it is, then RoboSan is a is a bald dude. I'm not even surprised about that. Sammy is being a bit of a mud dweller as of late. Well, that's her task. It's her. It's not just her task. She is bound to the mud in some ways. Mark's docs Robo a few months back. Name, address, family, everything. You said it on stream at the time, but can't remember. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's true. We had it. We had the docs. So, but we have Robosan. We got his, but I don't know if that's a face docs too. We might have it, like, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not there to put his face out. You know what I'm saying? But I think it was circulating in the garden. I'm not there to expose his face. We'll do it if when if he's really nasty and things. Like if he deserves to have his face out there, we'll put the face out there. If he's if he's respectful, like he's been somewhat respectful. So I'm not willing to put it out just yet. And it's not a threat either. I'm not saying this is a threat to hold over Robotosen's um, body or anything like this. I'm merely saying that we're not gonna exploit this against people for no reason. Sammy information. Sammy has a lot of information, and we are not releasing all the information. So, but we might know more than what is just at the surface level, and we'll use these as a defensive measures in case we have to. So all the ammo will be stored in a weapons depot somewhere, and it requires Sammy sometimes to be a dweller, you see. She has to, it's called a sacrifice. Sometimes you gotta sacrifice. Like Masha, right? She gotta really get down on on her knees, right? To get the milk out of people. And Sammy is just like that too. Sometimes you gotta be a mud dweller. Sometimes you gotta get your hands dirty. That's the word. Mud dweller, right? You gotta get your hands dirty. Right there. Sammy is getting her hands dirty. She's not a mud dweller. She's just working. You know? But that's what Sammy said too. It's actually in her profile. So there's a hint at it. She said, if you want change, you have to invite a bit of chaos. And I think there's some truth to that. I think it was a Sammy quote, right? It's in her profile. Something like that. If you want change, you gotta accept a bit of chaos. And I think there's some truth to that. Because I mean peace, you don't really grow out of peace, but you are at peace. You're you've already grown, but then there's a new struggle. You need a struggle to grow past the struggle and onto the next thing. So, and Sammy understands that, I guess. And she's very much into the darkness of the growth, right? Just like I stay in the light. So Sammy is kind of the like she'll get into the mud, right? I try not to. I try to be the good potato and grow in the sunlight. And Sammy then gets information. So things can grow. So people can grow, and so there's harmony in the garden. You could say Sammy, she disarms people in some ways a bit. That's kind of her mission, to disarm people. If Roboto is watching by chance, don't worry. They have absolutely nothing. I saw it. Yeah, Sammy's just an idiot. No, I don't think she's an idiot. The point is, it's already all out there. Totally, that's true. That's true, but still, can still be used against somebody, right? Because it's even if you're doxxed one time, um, You know, it's never fun to have the ducks out several times, right? It's never fun to have your ducks showing up in big print in the middle of the screen and be like zoomed and enhanced and me like, ha ha ha, ha, look at that face. Ha, 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 ha. You know, see, that would be a different story. You know, one thing is doxing somebody's face one time a couple of months ago. Another thing is going on a parade and planting a flag and going all town of it, going around town and saying, "Have you seen Romy?" That would be a different thing, right? I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't just do that. That would be rude. That would be so rude, right? So I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna, also the fake laughs. Sammy is a deep cover agent to get to the roots of people. That's true. That's true. And we know now we know it. Too many people know it. Example, Marty. Right. Right. And even if we said it too. We have said this before and we're very transparent about it. It just happens anyways. I'm the guy I take I take care of the women. They fall into place. They fall into place. Mars called his family and shit. You giggling at grainy photo Sammy took from someone and claims she uncovered isn't. Bro, why are you defending him? It's a joke. You're supposed to laugh. Rahu laughed. He thought it was funny. I thought it was funny too, a little bit. What are you saying? You giggling at grainy photo Sammy's. I wasn't even. I was just laughing at a fake photo. It wasn't real. Isn't going to do anything but make you look silly and vindictive. I didn't do it. That's what I told you we wasn't gonna do. Man, why you on my dick like that? Why you on my dicklet like that? Yeah, yo, chill. Hey, yo, chill. What the hell? I'm consistent. I wouldn't like it if it happened to your guys either. That's true, but I'm not a consistent though. I'm crazy. You never know what you could. That's the thing. You can't count on. Like it's. I'll fuck. I'll. You never know what I do next. I'm completely unpredictable. I'm like the
Have you ever stopped to
analogy,
wonder how close
anomaly,
you are to the
anomaly.
edge of your own moral cliff? You know, the line that separates the well-mannered citizen from the deranged monster lurking in the underbelly of society? Picture this. You're sitting at your desk, the humdrum of daily life echoing in the background, and suddenly